So let's take a look. Oh, by the way, Alabama did beat Oklahoma 45-34 in that game. Let's take a look at the power rankings. And let's start at the very top, Christopher. We've got the Chiefs still at number 1, the Seahawks at 2. I've moved your boy Blue up to 3, and the Packers up to 4 because the Patriots lost, and I dropped them to number 6. Let's just look at that top 6.
Yeah.
Chiefs, Seahawks, Bills, Packers, Ravens, Patriots. Do you agree with that configuration?
I believe I do. I would, quite honestly, I'd probably still give the Ravens the lead over the Bills and the Packers. I would. The fact that they just lost, they lost to the Chiefs, it's a tough matchup, all that. I probably would do that. That's the one that jumps out to me, Mike. And then the other one, I think after that just is a little surprising to me. I would put the Buccaneers in front of the Patriots. That's a tough one, I know, because Cam Newton didn't play, and they still are in that conversation. But I'm like really liking what I see in Tampa. They have a chance to really be something here as we go forward.
Yeah. Okay. Let's say this.
Yeah.
Hypothetically.
Right.
If the Patriots and the Buccaneers were to play this weekend, and and everyone were available for both teams.
Yeah.
If we're going to have a hypothetical, let's really make it hypothetical. Who would you pick to win, the Patriots or the Bucs, if they were to play based upon where they are right now, without the virus?
Yeah. Right. I got you. Yeah. It'd be a close one. I probably would give the edge to the Patriots, but I wouldn't feel comfortable about it. I certainly wouldn't bet. So that's a good way to put it. And yeah, maybe I would give them the edge. It's very, very close.
Not that I went through that mental gymnastics when I put the Patriots ahead of the Buccaneers, but, I kind of agree with you. And I think the benefit that Bill Belichick would have in knowing Tom Brady for 20 years would be very useful in coming up with a defensive game plan. But again, this isn't who would beat whom. This isn't a prediction of who's going to be in the Super Bowl. This is just where the teams are now. This is the barometer.
Yeah.
This is the snapshot after 4 weeks where the teams are. I've got the Panthers at number 15.
Okay.
And I think the Panthers are very happy about that. I heard from someone with the Panthers who was amazed by the fact that we have them at number 15, but they've won 2 games in a row, and they played well in the 2 games they lost.
Yes, they did.
They almost beat the Raiders. They didn't embarrass themselves against the Buccaneers.
Definitely
This is
not.
a team that deserves to be right in that, top half of the league just barely.
Yeah, I got no issue with that at all. I don't know if I would have put them, one spot in front of the 49ers. I get it. The 49ers, the quarterback play, and you don't know where that is and everything there, but to your point, Panthers are done. Christian McCaffrey's hurt. They won't be. Oh, yeah, right. Okay. No, the offense is good. They got weapons everywhere. The defense, that's to me the surprising part of the football team. They give them a chance every game. They were phenomenal last week against Kyler Murray and what they did there to slow down that attack. So, not a lot of household names. We don't know a lot about them. But I have a hard time arguing that. Like I said, the only team that I would say just that I feel wrong about there would be to have the 49ers in front of them. There's another team in the top 16, though, that I feel like you're disrespecting right now more than any other. Do you want to guess who that is?
Who?
Oh, good guess. All right, Colts.
I don't want to guess. You tell me.
The Colts are the team I look at right now to go.
The number 11.
Yeah.
Who would you put the graphic back up?
I put them in front of the
Let's
Titans,
see.
the Steelers, the Saints.
The Titans are undefeated. The Steelers are undefeated.
Yeah, I know. I think I would. The Colts the Colts have a chance for me to be this year's San Francisco 49ers from last year. I mean, it's their defense is scary good. Scary. Like, that was a dominant effort with the Chicago Bears. I don't know if Chicago, if they kept playing right now, it'd still score a touchdown in that game. In the competitive part of the game. I mean, it's very similar to what I saw last year. The last few weeks when I've really dug in and watched Colts, I've just been like, oh my gosh, the defense. And this is where you look at like sacks, right? They have 10 sacks on the year, which is like in the middle of football. Yeah, that's where it tells you sacks are overrated at times. They are. Because the pressure on the quarterback is every play. And I just think with that offense, and Rivers has reined it in a little bit, them and the Bucs right now, I just go, watch out. What I'm seeing formulating in front of my eyes, I think there's like a chance to be two teams to make a serious Super Bowl run.
Got the NFC East teams in the lower half, all four of them in the bottom 16. The Cowboys at 17, Eagles 22, Washington 27, Giants 31. The Eagles technically are in first place. PointsBet, the official sports betting partner of NBC Sports, has the odds at Dallas minus 118, meaning you got to bet $118 to win 100. Philadelphia at plus 120, bet 100 to win 120. Is Dallas in your mind still the favorite, even though they're 1-3 and their defense stinks?
I'd give them I'd give them the slight edge over the Eagles. Close one though. I mean, I don't know if I necessarily, I don't feel good about that. But yeah, with those weapons, the offensive side of the ball, the defense, I don't think it's going to be able to get much better. It might be a little bit better than what we've seen, which has been like absolutely horrible. But yeah, the Eagles just, you can't trust their offense. I guess that's where I come to. I just don't know. Even against bad defenses, I'm not sure if they can capitalize to take advantage of that. I think it would be a very close game, but I think right now I'd probably pick the Cowboys to win a close one.
Yeah, I agree with you, and I think the Cowboys are going to get better. That's going to be a topic that we discuss in the next segment, our draft for today, turnaround candidates, whether it's players, teams, units, whatever. But do you I still feel like the Cowboys are going to win that division. Although, You know what? I felt like they were going to win it all last year, and what happened? They didn't.
No, I know. I don't know what to think right now either. The defense being horrible and, so much being put on just the offensive stars to carry the team. And as we've seen, one mess up, when you play that way, one mess up, one strip sack fumble, one Ezekiel Elliott fumble, and all of a sudden it's like, whoa, we lost the possession, they gained a possession. We were fine with being in a shootout, and you go, I go, you go, I go. But now you go, and we lost that turn. And it just that's how, finite the game is for the Dallas Cowboys right now. Let me just ask you this, just because I know we've kind of discussed this. I mean, do you feel – I just feel like the AFC is, head and shoulders better than the NFC, like as far as complete football teams are concerned.
Yeah.
And, right? Like you talk about the NFC, we go about the Packers and the Seahawks, the two best teams, and I go, yeah, quarterbacks, offense, awesome, defense, major question marks. And I just feel like I don't feel that way as much in the AFC with some of their top teams.
No, I agree with you. And you look at the AFC, and 6 of the top 9 teams in the power rankings are from the AFC, and they've got a lot of great teams.
Right.
They've got a lot of teams that, and they may beat each other up in the AFC playoffs, and make the eventual Super Bowl representative more susceptible to losing to the Seahawks or the Packers or the Buccaneers or whoever makes it out of the NFC. But it's easier in the NFC to identify the top teams.
Yes.
Because there's a gap already between Seahawks, Packers, Buccaneers, and everyone else. And the Saints are in that.
Yeah, right on the edge.
Maybe they can pull themselves. Yeah. But I agree with you. Even though I think the Seahawks could probably beat anyone from the NFC because of Russell Wilson, the defense is a liability. And if you can contain Russell Wilson, you can blow the Seahawks away because they just can't stop you defensively.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.